Welcome to Barbie's Bitch House. Last time, Mason got fucking shanked.
And Mr. Doherty died.
Got shanked. And then a really lackluster reaction to Missy's death was really funny. They're like, I'm so
She's
tired.
dead and cold, but, like, it's hard to look at.
Yeah, and Maddie, when we were off the recording, she began theorizing who the killer is. And so you were theorizing that since Mason didn't look surprised when he got murdered, that anyone that sat with him at his
because there's a beginning scene in the book where they talk about, like, in a dining hall, because like they're all in there eating, and you know how, like, most people, like, tend to sit in a friend group or, like, people that they're friends with, and so the guy that just got killed sat specifically with 3 other people.
It was
like they were all sitting at a table together in that one scene, and you would assume that they're probably a friend group of some kind. And so I don't think he didn't seem very surprised anyway when he saw the killer, because he kind of just said, like, you know, like, what are you doing, kind of thing. And then obviously Mason died. So I mean, there was at the table, there was Barney. If it's fucking Barney, that'd be so fucking hilarious.
That would be funny.
Barney the dinosaur. God.
There was Barney, Huxley,
and Chase.
Yes.
Chase, I think.
So those 3.
Which, I mean, maybe I'll figure it out, like, later, like, it wasn't that at all.
You're gonna get a lot more puzzle pieces.
But I was just saying that, like, you know, like, maybe he wasn't surprised by who he saw. So.
This chapter's short, too, so we'll get through a couple of them.
Chapter 9 is called Dirty Snake Rants. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's read.
Don't give me like Kurt Zimmerman sat on his... I thought I was going to say sat on his fat ass. Kurt Zimmerman sat on his bed, letting the tears flow from his eyes. Why is he on a bed?
Well, he's in his bedroom.
Didn't they get off the ship?
No, there's still a couple on the ship.
Oh, okay. I was like, did they not just get off the ship?
So he has yet to get off.
Okay. He was still thinking about last night when Missy had fallen overboard, falling into the sharp, blunt rocks below.
Jesus Christ.
I can't.
Why do I keep reiterating how sharp they were?
No, this makes me laugh, because when he actually saw her die, he was like, "Oh my God, what?"
He's like, "That sucks."
Yeah, and then remember he was like, "Ooh," and then now he's like, "Ooh."
Yeah. It's so chaotic.
Okay. The crack her scold made kept echoing through his mind on a continuous loop.
I was projecting so hard. I hated the preps. And I was like, I'm going to reiterate how hard
he was the last one on the ship. Okay, that might give something away. If everyone else got off and then the last 2 that were on the ship were killed.
Well,
I'm just saying that.
We'll get through this chapter and you'll see.
I know. I'm just, like, spitting it out there while we're going, because that would be kind of weird. Why are you the only one left?
Yeah, fair enough.
He planned on joining them soon, but he first had to do something. He pulled out a small bag from within his mattress. They were pills that he had illegally bought from his dealer before coming here.
What the fuck?
I like how he went back for the drugs.
Yep. He's a junkie.
Yeah. He didn't want to get busted with them. He took the bag and headed to the bathroom. Why does he act like people are going to search the ship?
Why does he care? I think, is he about to flush him down a fucking toilet?
He took the bag and headed to the bathroom. He opened the toilet and dumped the pills in before flushing.
This is stupid. This is fucking stupid.
Why is he...
The fucking ship has crashed. And
There's
y'all
a bomb.
are worried about your life. They don't know about the bomb.
They don't know about the bomb. But
like, someone's fucking dead. Y'all are worried about your lives.
You crashed on an island and you gotta go...
I gotta flush these pills. It makes no
I gotta
sense.
flush these pills instead of putting him in his
Also-
pocket and just going.
Exactly. He's so dumb. I hate him.
Okay. He then threw the bag into the trash. Why did he make it a point to throw the bag in the trash?
Like, the ship is... It doesn't... Oh, he's such a dumbass.
He rummaged through his bag, making sure he had everything he needed, but stopped when he saw the photo tucked into his wallet. A photo of Missy changing in the locker room.
Yeah, he's a fucking creep. I forgot about that part.
You're like...
I was like, yep.
That doesn't sound like anything like a high school boy wouldn't do, to be honest. But
yeah, but he's
she never knew he had taken it, and the photo was one of his biggest pride and joys. He would look at it.
Oh God, what is it? Is it really bad? I will.
I'm sorry,
I feel like I know what it is.
Okay.
I will clarify, all of these characters are 18 years old. When I was 18, I wrote this, so I want all the characters to be my age.
Well, it says, he would look at it late at night when he touched himself. Imagining Missy on top of him, he smirked at the photo before tucking it back into his wallet.
It's awful. I want y'all to keep in mind, I was in high school when I wrote this, so to me, that wasn't weird, but now that I'm 22, that's really fucking weird.
Why did you put so much detail into it?
Because I was mentally ill.
Imagining her bouncing on that shit.
Dick! Doing flips and tricks on it.
I know, right? I'm like...
I was awful.
Which, I can't say that they don't act like that, because they probably would do something like that. Because everyone knows that, like, in high school, like, boys are kind of really fucking stupid.
Yeah, no. I would never write that now.
Yeah.
At my current age. But at that time, I was like, oh... Like, that'd be, like, if I wrote about a 22-year-old now. Like, I'd be fine with it. But, yeah. It didn't age well.
He smirked at the photo before tucking it back into his wallet. He threw the wallet back into his bag before zipping it shut. He grabbed his suitcase and headed out of his room. He looked up at the sky. The clouds had disappeared behind the sun, shining bright onto the ship and the island full of his classmates. Before he could step off the ship, the bomb, tucked within the depths of the ship, detonated. He never knew what hit him.
That's what I was gonna say, because the people that die aren't the killer, and he just fucking got blown up, so he's dead.
That's what you get for being a fucking pervert. God. Okay, chapter 10. The explosion.
This is when more people fucking get murdered, so we're about to really narrow it down.
I'm thinking this really funny thing. So this is the explosion. Me and my boyfriend sometimes just randomly say, the penis explosion chamber. Or they just blow your shit to bits.
Blow your shit up.
And then we'd be like, explosion chamber.
Penis explosion chamber.
Yeah. Shannon watched in horror as the ship exploded. Flames rose and the heat engulfed Shannon. So Shannon fucking died.
Shannon isn't dead.
What?
You'll see.
Okay, she's not dead.
She gets severely injured.
She gets burnt, but she's not, like, crispy, is what you're trying to say.
She gets really injured, and I think she hangs on for a little bit. We'll just see what happens.
She hangs on for a little bit? You mean she fucking dies?
Eventually, yes, but she hangs on for a while.
She felt a flaming piece of metal hit her shoulder. She screamed in agony as flame debris fell around her. She looked over and saw Shayna desperately trying to save her and dig her out from under the rubble.
So there was a bunch of, like, debris that...
So, did Shannon get crushed? Okay. Because it sounds like Shayna got crushed.
Yeah, it's a little confusing. It's a little confusing how that was written. Shayna's trying to help Shannon out of the
Well, I think you should have just
burning.
put her name in front instead of just saying she looked over and saw Shayna.
Yeah, I was dumb.
Because, like, it sounds like Shayna got buried, but it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Shannon pushed her hand away. She knew Shayna would burn herself trying to get her out. Jada looked over at Shannon before the flaming chunk of wood slammed into her body, crushing her spine and killing her instantly.
Who was that one?
Someone named Jada, I think.
Jada Millicent. I remember her now. Yeah, she's
Look
dead
at that.
now.
She has a fat ass.
That's that guy earlier. I was like, ooh.
Anyway,
So Jada's dead. So we have like 3 dead so far.
Maylee Wilberson was hit in the head with debris.
4.
Crushing her skull and killing her instantly. A lot of these people are getting killed instantly. You're being too nice.
I am being too nice. Don't worry.
Barney, if some of them, one of them should have gotten eaten by a shark.
Damn. Don't worry. There's something kind of close to that, but it's not a shark. So we'll get there. It's a pussy. No.
It's the fucking Kraken. Anyway. Barney Blankenship yelled as a chunk of debris came down on his leg.
Oh,
the flames roared and licked the sky. I'm imagining like the like licking the sky, like
it's just screams of anguish. And it's like I just suddenly decided to have a moment of good writing where they licked the sky.
They
sky.
Shannon screamed in agony as her flesh began to burn.
I don't like that, the way that was written. I hate myself.
However, she felt someone grab her hand. It was Jonathan and Chase. They pulled her out from under the burning debris. She looked over. I like how her sister was trying to help her and she couldn't fucking get her out. And then these other two just come over and just immediately get her out.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's giving Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles a little bit. I don't like it.
She looked over and saw Jason Casper trying to pull McKenna out from some of the rubble. I hate it when it just says their full name. Her legs burned. Shannon closed her eyes. The world was burning around her. The sight of her classmates being burned and killed was too much for her. She tried to block it all out of her mind, and then everything went black.
Chapter 11.
The first night. Shayna lay next to Shannon on the island shore. I feel like it's a trigger word.
It's like a sleeper agent.
like I'm gonna fucking like mental asylum. I have like a trigger word. It's like on the island. I was like, I'm like
shaking on the bars.
That reminds me of that fucking Brittany Broski video. Gnawing on the bars of my enclosure. Yeah. Shannon was still passed out. It was probably for the best, considering she would be in absolutely agonizing pain if she was conscious. Her legs were severely burned from the burning debris that had flown from the cruise ship when it exploded.
Why am I reiterating what happened like
Kelsey
the last page?
Chance sat next to Jonathan Adler. Sorry.
Kelsey Chance.
Okay.
Are you investigating?
No. I thought this person had like the same first name, but then they put like a different. I thought you put like the wrong last name.
Oh God.
And I was like, wait, did we already mention this person? Okay. Who was helping her cauterize a gash in her leg with a piece of burning metal.
Fuck.
She grasped his hand firmly as he pressed it to the gash.
I don't like the way that was written. Firmly. Gosh.
Firmly pressed.
Firmly grasp it.
Almost everyone was either in complete shock or unconscious. Maylee and Jada were killed by the debris, and Kurt was killed in the actual fucking explosion. Do you think his penar just like flew off the ship like into the water? I'm sorry.
That was crazier than what I wrote. That was a lot. No, his penar exploded as well in the penis explosion chamber.
I was like,
Because he's a dirty bitch.
everyone assumed that Mr. Doherty and Mason were killed in it as well. The one good thing about the explosion was that it covered the killer's tracks, erasing all evidence of murder. However, most of the resources, such as food, water, and first aid kits, were completely destroyed by the explosion.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yachts are so contagious.
The sun was setting over the island shore. Shanna couldn't believe that only 2 days ago she had been standing on the ship's deck, admiring the sunset while Shannon laid in the background. Shannon is just a fucking background character.
And then she gets crushed and now she's unconscious. Probably in a coma. I don't remember how Shannon dies. We already know she dies. I already told you. But I feel like either she succumbs to her wounds or she dies some other way.
It says now Shannon laid next to her, unconscious with severe third-degree burns in her legs. Hollywood and Maria helped McKenna in any way that they could. McKenna had also been severely injured in the explosion. Hollywood wasn't the brightest, though, because she tried washing McKenna's wounds with the salt water in the ocean.
Dumb bitch.
That would actually burn, but I mean, it might like actually help clean you off a little bit.
Yeah, maybe so.
You know, there was this thing one time.
It's raining so hard.
There was this thing one time in class where it was like, if you were on an island, like, what would you take?
Mm-hmm.
And I like you could only take a few like select things of like this whole thing. Mm-hmm. And when I picked like there was like a little pot, mm-hmm. like that you make tea in kind of thing, and I was like, I would take that. And people were like, well, why would you take that? Like, you know, you might want to grab this food. And I was like, I took the pot because I'm pretty sure that you can like boil the hell out of seawater and it can become drinkable mm-hmm. to you. So, yeah, like that's literally how they do it. And people were like, I didn't think about that. And I was like, exactly. Fucking cunt.
I think that could work, yeah.
Because I think that's a real thing.
Because I don't know if the salt would just stay there or if it would just dissolve eventually. I know it disinfects if you boil water. It disinfects it, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, imagine like if you kill a fish or something, you can like cook it.
Yeah, so it's just a pot is just the best thing.
I don't know. Maybe I'm like really stupid.
That's a really smart idea.
But because you could only take like 3 things out of all these things, so it was like whatever. McKenna screamed and hit Hollywood when she poured the salt water into her wound. None of them had any idea what to do. They were all injured, starving, and thirsty.
I'm so thirsty.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm so thirsty. with no idea as to how they would get help and get rescued from the island that they were currently deserted on. So anyway, I know we're this far in the story, but so Chase, what is it?
Chase Nelson?
I don't fucking know. Well, I was trying to say that I don't think any of those guys have died, except for Mason.
Yeah, Mason's dead.
I was just saying, like, they're still alive kind of thing. None of them had any idea what to do. They were all injured, starving, and thirsty. Sorry. There were no ideas as to how they would get help and get rescued from the island they were currently deserted on. It was truly the senior trip from hell. Uma Kern sat by herself.
Of course she did.
Completely in shock and catatonic to Jason's attempts to get her to communicate. Barney, Blankenship, lay unconscious as well, while Chase Nelson and David Rupert.
Why the fuck?
Who the fuck is David Rupert?
He was mentioned earlier. There was just so many fucking names that
I was like, who the fuck?
We missed a lot of them.
I don't even think he's in the scene when they're all in the dining hall.
He was. I was listening back to it yesterday and he was mentioned. Yeah, he's in there. I made sure of it because I had like a whole list of these bitches.
I was gonna say, it's not this because it's like over here that they like name where they're sitting.
No, that's before that. Because that's when Missy is like about to get murdered.
Oh, well,
it's like in chapter 1 or 2.
I was gonna say, because this is like where all their names are, so it's a little farther after that because they're all in the hall. Because it's when they eat the lobster. Mm-hmm. They want the lobster, so they're like...
Yeah, he's mentioned. I feel like it's at the very beginning, because you've already gone past it.
I'm, like, looking for it. I can't remember. Sorry, I hate it when they, like... I don't know, I couldn't find it again.
Yeah, it's David. He's mentioned. I'll have to show it to you after the podcast.
I don't know. I need to remember what page it's on because I keep turning back to it to see who like these people are hanging out with who. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't find it at the time.
I will say something. Who they're hanging out with has no relevant. I mean, this person kills anyone and everyone, so it doesn't matter if they're friends or not.
Well, no. I just saying like I was just saying I was thinking maybe it was one of those 3 men that have not died yet. Mm-hmm. Anyway, yeah, I don't know who David is. Anyway, Sandra and Huxley sat with Shayna and Shannon, also attempting to tend to Shannon's wounds. Sandra had a bottle of burn cream in her suitcase, considering she had suffered a nasty burn working in the kitchen at the Painesboro Cafe, because of course it's just
what the fuck?
Sandra and Huxley lathered hand sanitizer on Shannon's legs, and Huxley had, and then after it dried, Sandra rubbed the burn cream on Shannon's legs. She went around giving those with burns some of the cream. She had a big container of it, too.
How convenient.
She just has burn cream, which, I mean, it could just be, like, aloe vera kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you'd probably get burned if you're, like, suntanning or something.
Yeah.
I just pray to God that Shannon will be okay, Shayna said to Huxley. Huxley looked at Shayna and said, she will. Shannon's a fighter. Huxley then wrapped Shayna in a hug.
Ew!
His body heat felt so good against her cold, frigid body. What the fuck?
I'm gonna rip my hair out. That was awful.
Learning some things about Huxley. His body felt so good against her cold body. I'm
like, why? That's not the time to have like a romantic moment when your sister's dying.
She's unconscious, by the way.
Yeah, dying.
Shayna sat next to Shannon for the entire duration of the night. She stayed awake just in case Shannon woke up and needed her. I'll keep an eye on her if you want to sleep, Sandra offered. Shayna thanked her but refused to sleep. There was no way that she would be able to sleep anyways. Looking out at McKenna, Maria felt a pang of sympathy. Felt a pang.
A pang.
A pang of sympathy. There was no way that they could lose her. They had already lost Missy. Maria still remembered the day that McKenna came up to her during lunch. When did McKenna get hurt? I don't remember. Or did she die?
No, McKenna and Maria and Hollywood. All 3 of those are still alive, I believe.
I think McKenna got hurt, I think. Mm-hmm. During lunch when she was new at Painesboro High. She asked her if she wanted to be part of her clique. or clique or whatever. She agreed. How could she refuse? Ever since then, Maria and McKenna had a stronger bond than she ever had with Missy or Hollywood. McKenna had finally been able to sleep along with Hollywood as well. Maria wasn't able to sleep, and a lot of her peers seemed to have the same issue. They had all almost died, and 5 of their classmates had died in the last 24 hours. There was no wonder that they couldn't sleep. Maria tried to close her eyes to be lulled to sleep by the ocean waves. When Shayna woke up, she saw that Shannon was wide awake and that Huxley and Sandra were helping her. She looked at Shayna and smiled, the weakest smile that she could muster.
What the fuck?
The ship was still burning, but more
They're still licking the sky.
They're going ham on this guy's pussy right now. They are. It makes it worse.
And everyone's just dying.
I'm just imagining. Okay, you know that scene from SpongeBob where Patrick's licking the popsicle?
I already knew.
Or like when he's eating like the candy bar and he's like.
Yes, that's what I'm imagining.
Like that.
The Fire's it's a paid actor. The way you gulped yourself.
I'm imagining the premiere of like all the actors in this movie, and the Fire's like serving cunt.
Oh God, the Fire is played by Jennifer Lopez.
That'd be funny.
It's the best acting role she could get.
But more storm clouds loomed ominously in the sky. If it rained, it would put the fire out. It had mostly died out during the night, but there still remained quite a bit of flame.
So boring.
Shayna hugged Shannon tightly, but not ever wanting to let her go. Her legs were bandaged with torn t-shirts, and Sandra had made sure to constantly disinfect the wounds and lather burn cream on the burns. Even with all the precautions, there was no guarantee that Shannon wouldn't get an infection. They had to get off this island as soon as humanly possible. Today we were discussing sending some of us into the woods to see what we can find for resources, Sandra said to Shayna. Hopefully we'll find some firewood for when that ship's flame goes out, and that we can stay warm during the night, Sheena said. So I guess the ship just kept them all warm and dandy while it was on fire.
Yeah, that doesn't really add up. I mean, I guess they could take wood from it and or wood from something and then light the wood on fire with the fire from the ship and then bring it. I don't even know.
I don't know. Hopefully we'll find some firewood. Sorry. I'm also hoping we find some food or clean water. I doubt you're going to, but you know.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Sandra said, we'll need it if we're going to be here a while. Jonathan proposed that we send smoke signals, Huxley said. I told him that it was pretty much pointless considering the ship has been burning for a while and no one has seen it yet. Shayna looked over at Hollywood and Maria, and they were hunched over McKenna. Huxley noticed Shayna staring and said, she didn't make it through the night. I'm sorry.
McKenna died. Shit. Damn. I forgot about that.
It says, she didn't make it through the night. She eventually succumbed to her wounds. Barney seemed like he would follow shortly behind. He was still breathing, but was unresponsive and his breathing was shallow. What the fuck happened to Barney?
He got injured.
Well, I don't think it mentioned that he got injured until now. But I don't think it did.
I honestly don't remember.
I was like, I don't think it did. I don't know. Maybe
I feel like I did.
I thought that lady had a sword, but it's just like
I did too, and I was like, oh shit.
I was like, oh.
Fruit Ninja.
And it says, so who's gonna go search the woods? Sandra asked Huxley. Just us boys and whoever else wants to come. Just us boys. He said Shayna didn't want to leave Shannon's side, so she wasn't going anywhere. She watched Huxley go around the shore asking people if they wanted to come along. Jason, Jonathan, Chase, David, Colt, and Kelsey agreed to go along with Huxley to look for resources. The only real reason Kelsey wanted to go was to be with Jonathan. They all left the shore and headed into the dark woods. Okay, how long have we been going for?
Is this the end of the chapter?
Yes.
Because we'll end after
this.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the end.
It's the end of chapter
11. So we will see you guys next time. Bye.